This wolf, in order to control his desire for meat, locked himself in a room full of meat every day. Despite controlling his body, the tempting smell of meat still made him salivate uncontrollably. Whenever he was about to give in, it was always the panda coach by the door who reminded him, helping him regain his composure. The scratches and fist marks on the walls were proof of his struggle and determination. Although this process was extremely painful, Legosure was determined to do it in order to save more herbivores. This was the training plan he had agreed upon with Coach Gauhin. However, after several weeks of intense training, Legosure hadn't gotten stronger. In fact, he had become weaker. This was clearly due to not eating meat. Gauhin had no choice but to tell Legosure that although Zootopia didn't allow eating meat, some athletes secretly consumed it. Carnivores, to maintain a strong body, needed to eat meat. However, Legoshi's training purpose was to protect herbivores. If protecting them required eating their meat, that was not something Legoshi's heart could accept. It also went against his original purpose. Such idealism meant that Legosure would never truly become a powerful being. What Gauhin didn't expect was that, after only 2 weeks, Legosure could calmly face the temptation of meat. Even Gauhin, the coach, was shocked. He wondered what had happened to Legosure to make him change so much. Now, the delicious meat no longer seemed like food to Legosure. He decided to bury it all, just as he would treat his companions. He even wrote their names on the graves. Gauhin was deeply shocked. He didn't understand how Legosure knew those names. It turned out that when Legosure bought meat on the black market, he had already asked around. The zebra had once lived on the plains, and the yak had always been willing to help others. They had their own names and lives. Legoshi's kindness and persistence finally earned Gauhin's respect. For the first time, Gauhin saw the kindness and self-control of a carnivore. Gauhin decided he had to help Legosure because Legosure was truly different. Gauhin then took Legosure to the black market. The hyena, who lived by killing, was Legoshi's task for the day. To help Legosure face his weaknesses, Gauhin secretly put a muzzle on him. Before Legosure could react, Gauhin threw him onto the street. The loud noise quickly attracted the hyena, who instantly began to salivate when he saw Legosure. The hyena lunged at Legosure, but Legoshi's training paid off. He easily dodged the hyena's attack. The hyena, now interested, couldn't believe Legosure was this strong. He had to use his best skill. He locked onto Legosure as his target. With the muzzle on, Legosure could only watch as the hyena bit his arm. But Legosure, for survival's sake, endured the excruciating pain and forced himself to stand up. The hyena didn't realize he had picked the wrong opponent. In the next moment, Legosure pinned him to the ground. The hyena didn't have a chance to fight back. This was Gauhin's goal, to prevent Legosure from relying on his fighting ability too much in a fight. Legosure had to use other techniques, which made it easier to defeat enemies. The hyena fell, marking a new level of skill and mindset for Legosure. After training even harder, Legoshi's skills improved significantly.